But I've been talking about some of this, Miss. I was just on the thing about, because I laugh at this stuff. I said I never paid attention to abortion conversations until I'm sitting there. I like to watch the Senate and see what they're arguing about, right? And I seen
Uh-huh.
two men arguing about abortion. And I said I have never seen women arguing about a man and his nut sacks or something.
Yeah. Because that ain't
But
our
they
lane. What we gonna talk about it for?
that, look, if you're 21 until because you're young and rambunctious, 18 to 22 until you think you're mature enough, we're gonna request that all men have vasectomies. And then women be like, yes, all the men got to have vasectomies until we feel that they're mature enough
I
to
mean,
able
at
to
the
do.
end of the day, they worried about the wrong things. Because at the end of the day, our job, hey Vanessa Boo, our job is
Hi,
to
Vanessa.
procreate. We're supposed to make the world bloom with people. And if you're so busy trying to have abortions and vasectomies or whatever, you're stopping the natural order of the world. That's our job as humans,
Yeah.
is to repopulate the earth. Period.
But we had never see the women arguing about men's genitalities. But
Because
I've
again, that
seen
ain't
two
our
men
lane. We
in the
know better.
Senate. And then I see, so I was just talking about, like, look, I don't measure up no one if they gay or straight. I didn't had a dude walk up to me and tongue click. And he was like, I'm gay, right? And I was like, you had me when you clicked your tongue. I mean, there it is. Vanessa said I was just in an argument.
What
And
kind? Oh,
so,
girl, I wish he was on here. Because, yeah.
yeah, but see, the thing is, people always want to seem politically correct. And I'm going to tell you, for instance, I'm going to tell everybody this. When anybody tells you, I don't know what this means, you might know, BRB,
I don't remember, but I'll look it up.
bring
I don't
right
need body
bottle,
speech.
bring right
Bring the
bottle.
right bottom. Bring the right bottom to the conversation.
It's a BYOB, hers is BRB, bring the right bottle, you know.
I'm sure she'll
But
write it in there, but yeah.
I've never looked at, I'm a heterosexual, but I've never measured someone out because they gay. I was just stating this earlier. Homosexuality relationships was pushed because they was requesting to have the benefits of married people. And I felt that why don't the Senate argue of, let's push a law that anybody who is older enough to work in a household, they all get that type of benefit as if they was married. Not, it has nothing to do with if it's sexuality or nothing. If two or three people and they're over a certain age of 18 and they're all working, that they should get the benefits of what they were saying that's only for married people, like
Yeah.
tax deductions and health care. You know, um, Vanessa said, how's your leg
How's your
doing?
leg, Joy? Uh, that motherfucker got a heartbeat, if you want me to be real with you. But
You
it's
must be
good.
having
I'm
heart
in
rate.
the
You don't
building.
never
I
cut.
can't complain. I can do everything that they say I don't need them because I'm so strong. But my leg is 100, baby. I'm about to be jumping on it and doing all kind of stuff in a
you,
minute.
you said,
Watch out
you
now.
said, you said, yo, never heard her cuz she said, oh, that motherfucker got a heartbeat.
Yeah, because it's been pumping. It's been pumping.
What's
This a
up,
different
Christina?
pain. I done had kids. This is worse than that pain. Hey,
Christina said,
Christina
hey,
Boo.
y'all. What's up, Christina? Nothing but love for her. I was just reach out to her down there and stuff, down there in Mississippi. Thank God to hear from her. You know, um, we laugh. That's why I put on there. I said, take a laughter. I'm like a pill. Take a laughter, and I'll see you in the morning.
And that's real. It's, we need more things
You
to laugh
know,
about, and we need to really not focus on these abortions, the sexuality. Like, I'm over it all, to be completely honest with you. That shouldn't be our forefront. That's not what's important. Like, the heart of a person is what really matters. Your character and your morals and your values. So everything else to me is under the table. I can care less about it because it ain't my lane and it ain't my problem. I'm not gonna worry about what you're doing in your bedroom between your legs and all of the other stuff.
yeah,
I got bigger things to worry
yeah.
about.
Christina just came with that Mississippi talk. She said, "I miss y'all behind." That's
But boy,
right.
ain't nothing to be a guest.
For real, she always come back in. When certain things, and I always put things behind. It's always move forward. She's still my sister.
Facts.
She's always welcome. And but you know what? Like you said, you just said it. Concentrating on the wrong things. Seeing two men argue about some women. Man, come on, man. Because women don't argue about it. Talking about,
Right.
all right, I turned on Disney.
Okay.
I usually like Prime. I watch my Prime app, but I seen this new series with Samuel L. Jackson. That was where he's playing his role as Luke Cage or something, or whatever his name is. I'm probably saying that wrong. Where he has the patch on his eye, but it's supposed to be from their beginnings. And in one of the roles, they be having animated movies and have all the animated roles in real life. They had pride features.
Okay.
And I'm like, now, I love my Governor Newsom, but
that's because it's Pride Month.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting to. Let me get to that. Because June 19th was Juneteenth, and a lot of people don't understand because I've had someone white. What is Juneteenth? It's a celebration that after Emancipation Proclamation and blacks were freed, Texas waited 3 years to finally say that the blacks were freed.
So since he's cutting out, okay, he can cut out.
What you say?
None. You're not showing on my side, so I thought you cut out. But you good. Go ahead, baby. Explain.
So June the 10th through the 13th to the 19th was when blacks were free. Now, they done made this a holiday, and this is the thing that bugs me when I'm not talking about your sexuality, but when your sexuality deals with, to try to say it's equal, because I've had this debate sometimes with the gay community, that homosexuality protest is not the same as the civil rights and blacks that was seeking freedom and liberties. You cannot compare the two. So all of a sudden they throw this on. This is Pride Month and Juneteenth. Now, people is people. People is people. I don't like Black History Month because I think it should be Black History Year every year because of the inventions and the paths that we've created in this country that we love. Why do I have to designate it to a month? We don't have Caucasian Month. We don't have Japanese September. Black History Month, sometimes to me, it's just like Thanksgiving. We will celebrate you on this time, but we won't honor you as a first-class citizen.
True.
You look at us as a second-class citizen.
Yeah, but to be, I guess, somewhat fair with that, like Black History Month, they celebrate us, but we supposed to celebrate our history every day, all day. We shouldn't need February to come around and be like, let's celebrate our people and their inventions and what they did and what they sacrificed and all these things. So we have to teach them how to celebrate us by celebrating us every single day, learning our history, learning our culture, and moving different. We don't move different, so they're not going to treat us no different.
I feel you, but I feel like if you're going to teach me about George Washington, then teach me about George Washington Carver.
They don't even know George Washington Carver. They can't teach you about somebody they don't really know. They don't know him. They never got to know him.
We the ones got to teach Abraham Lincoln. I would like to learn about Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass was Abraham Lincoln.
Right, but they only know so much. That's what I'm saying. Their history of us is only going to go as far as they know of us. It's up to us to do the real research.
What you think those classified files that former President Donald Trump had? They're telling you how valuable we are. Well, what you think the classified files? They ain't no such thing as no Area 51. They want to let you know. They try to make you think that the aliens is bulb head green people. No, they find out that, man, look here. They find out it look just like me. Oh boy, don't let him know that he's kin to some of the aliens and stuff for real.
I mean, we're still looking for them to show us our value. We have to find our value. We have to see our value in order to teach them what our value looks like. They don't know. They can't teach us something that they don't know.
I think they do. I think they do. That's why they call it. Okay, if they didn't know, then why would the society like DeSantis say, "Hey, good morning, Carl"? Carl said, "Good morning, Roy." Cynthia. Hey,
hold on, honey.
I say to myself, okay, if you was in an accident, a car accident, and okay, it's back in the days, because nowadays, modern days, they tend to measure you up by what blood you can get. Either you be positive or O this or that. Now, back in the day,
I thought the purpose of that was because you can't mix bloods. So it ain't
that was just modern. See, that's where because back in the days when somebody was using like let's say the cowboy days and you needed some blood transfusion, they didn't check to see if you was B positive or
true. But look how many infections and stuff that spread it because
hey, look here, if you're trying to live, you getting blood because you're trying to live. You might have an uncontrollable itch, but you be like, I'm alive.
Yeah, but if it's not a compatible blood, it can mess you up. You got to make sure your blood is compatible. That's just that's what they with having kids. Certain blood types can't get together and have babies. Did you know that?
Well, that's on babies. But if I'm trying to live, I've been in a car accident.
But my whole point to that is you can't mix certain types of blood. So even if you're in a car accident and you need blood, if they don't have the blood for you.
Every decade they splitting the cell. That didn't go into back in the day, especially if you're in the military. They had that plasma because plasma can give to anybody, which is an ingredient to create blood. And my biggest thing is it don't make you just said it. The testing of the blood. Did it make a difference that if the blood was from a white person? Or of an Asian person.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It didn't make a difference. Ramonda just said something, but Big Hank. What's up, Big Hank?
Man, what's up, Roy? What's up, Cynthia?
Man, what's up, Sugarfoot? You doing something for the Lord.
You know that. You know I was up there putting it together, man.
Yep, I said, look, they must be having a viewing or something like that.
We got one Saturday. I was just trying to get it ready because I got to go to a funeral tomorrow. So I was just trying to get it ready for Saturday, man. But I appreciate y'all.
And God knows, because look here, I am for him to come he's done passed 10 other scenarios. God first, and then another few scenarios. He got a big family and everything. For y'all to join, it's like, hey, it's on point.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, we was just talking on this narrative. Now, Ramonda just sent this.
What she said?
They like it the way it is, controlling the narrative. Facts.
We were just talking about, we was talking about blood. And Cynthia made a good point. They got the different bloods, and certain bloods can't have certain babies, because we found that out about a lot of people who's from Arkansas back in the days, right?
Okay.
You can't be having sex with your brother and sister.
Right.
Now.
Well, I wasn't talking about that, but yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that's why I raised the same blood, So my point is, if I'm in an accident, then I'm letting my race or prejudice to someone else help me from getting help.
Wow.
If I needed blood, do I ask, is this from a black person, a Latino person?
No.
I
No,
don't
if I
think
need
we
some
ask
blood,
that.
if I need some blood, I don't care. If I need some blood, I don't care if you silver, man. I need some blood.
But see, that's
Yeah,
the difference in us. That's the difference in us, y'all. None of us would ask that, but those above people who think they are up bigger than thou will ask those questions that are really irrelevant questions, and then they'll find themselves back.
I don't want no nigger blood. Just some nigger blood. Just some nigger blood. I don't want no nigger blood. I don't want no nigger blood.
And then it is something that's like that though, and they gonna get.
It's been that bad. I seen where it was an elderly white couple. They was going in the store, and the wife. This was just recently. The wife fainted and looked like she wasn't breathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
This black dude who had CPR training and stuff went to work. The white guy threatened him.
Yeah.
Don't you dare put the nigger
I bet you better not put them nigger lips on my wife. I bet you that.
Better her die.
Yeah.
But the hatred for no reason.
Yeah.
Because I brought this up Tuesday. I have never, ever, ever seen a group of blacks make up to go against whites.
Right.
Latinos. Now, will we fight them in the boxing ring and stuff for sports? If I send you desolate out there, I don't care what race you is,
right?
And you're hungry and stuff, and you
right.
I'm gonna try to help.
That's right. Listen, man. Even when we came up with the Black Panthers, it wasn't to go against the white people. It was for us to protect our own.
Us and empower
our own. We didn't care what y'all doing, man. What you doing don't make me nothing. Don't make me eat food. Don't make me good. What you do don't make me nothing. Exactly. So our thing was empowering ourselves, man. Even with the Black Panther, and then they destroyed that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But when they came out with the especially with the drugs, they gave them the dope and some guns. They said you protected. I don't care if it's your brother, your sister. You better protect your own. And the thing is that I've been learning spiritually more and more and more. You do not combat evil
with evil. No.
I finally started understanding what Martin Luther King and them was doing. Now, could I took that as far as you hit me with a brick?
Right.
I don't know. I probably end up being dead because you hit me with a brick, I'm fighting back.
Right. What happens when you fight evil with evil? All you do is compound evil with evil and it creates more evil. That's what that is.
I just was saying that this earlier. We've got a big thing of just evilness.
Yes, sir. That's what that is.
Yeah, and so the thing is, and our people, this broadcast was to bring attentiveness to those who commit suicide because they feel like sometimes they're isolated. When you see all this stuff. Man, yesterday I went through some very, very, very deep racial profiling from corporations.
Yeah.
To the point that the lady tried to sugarcoat it to me. Even this morning told me I got a check. And I went to cash for check.
Yeah.
By just depositing in my account.
Yeah.
Right.
They told me when I printed my receipt, it was a 2-day hold. I said, okay, no problem. Happy Friday. Until last night, I get an email saying, oh, well, it's a hold for 10 days.
Wow.
Carl said, oh, there's Hank. What's up, brother?
Carl Loomis, what's up, baby?
Yeah, that part.
Good to see you, loved one.
So I asked the bank this morning, because I called him last night when I sent the email, but it was after hours.
Right.
I couldn't wait. I woke up before my alarm clock.
Yeah.
About your money,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm
what
like, ma'am,
what they tell you? What they tell you?
It's a place that sent me the check fraudulent. Well, guess what? The check was from one of the number tier banks in California, Citizen Business Bank.
Right.
The account is from a Hollywood producer who's accounted, right?
Right.
So I said, are you saying that their check is fraudulent or something for me to hold?
Right.
You know, guess what the thing was? Now, anybody listen, you tell me if this isn't racial profiling. Guess what she told me?
You got too much money to be the color you are.
Basically, you was hitting close, sir.
That's too much money for you blacks, man. We don't know where you got that from.
$5K though. $5K check. Well, if you never had a $5,000 check deposit.
Yeah, we don't know if you know what you're doing with it. We don't know. we don't think you know what you're doing with it.
Exactly. So I said, look, I had to break deposits every 2 weeks for 2,000 more. But sir, it's not 5,000.
Yeah, it's not 5,000, sir. That's a lot of money for you blacks. That's a lot of money for you blacks.
You didn't say the black. So I said, are you profiling me?
Ooh.
They got quiet, boy. You can hear on cotton when I asked you that.
Yes, sir.
Because you're telling me.
Yeah.
You know that the check is clear because guess what? When they put the check through that little round thing, you go,
yeah.
They already
they know if it's good or not right then and there.
Exactly. It was legitimate. The power beat looked at it. He's like, okay, let's pull up his profile. Oh, this right here. Here's my profile.
His name is Roy Anthony. What? He doesn't look like that. It's not supposed to look like that. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Carl said,
this out here moving the earth's ground, making a paper day, number 313 shift. Oh my God. Now, Roy, I have been there where you at before, and it happened to me a lot. Lots of me.
They profiling us.
We
go to the bank. I go in the bank with it.
Yeah.
What did you say, Big Hank?
I was saying he's doing 4 13-hour shifts.
13.
Yeah, he's getting paid.
Yeah. And get
Let me hold some, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Let me hold something till later on. Till Roy give me my check. Let me hold something, Carl.
Right.
It's going to have to be a wire transfer because, man, this must be somebody that Joy knows because she like.
What's up, cousin? Cousin with the
bonnet.
You know I come through with the country, baby. That's my cousin.
She got that motherfucker on too over there, too, looking like Whoopi Goldberg's cousin and shit over there with the bonnet on.
No, she don't. Man, but look here. Now, I could have been tremendously upset. You know why? I paid some things to where I started my bank account, business bank account with them.
Right.
Told them what I want to do. Some stuff came out of my account, left me $1 in my checking and $1 in my savings. And they got the nerves to tell me. I say I have an elderly mother. I got my family I take care of. I'm the head of the household. Why is it 10 days? I said, call the bank. I already called the branch manager myself. Called them, sent over my check electronically, let them cash and put the money in my account.
Okay.
It didn't make no sense why I got to be held.
Yeah, 10 days.
Now, anybody who's been through this, because the timing is completely off. I told the bank if I was really trying to be where I wouldn't have tried to put it in my bank account because I pay a lot of things with my debit card that's associated with my business. But I said, you know what? Devil is not going to steal my joy. So then I'm a consultant with I'm my own company, Big Hank.
Yeah.
I'm consulting with this other company.
Yeah.
I worked the whole weekend designing something for them that it takes someone 2 to 3 weeks. It took me 4 days. I thought I was going to get an aneurysm, bleed out my ear. I get an email, 7:30 last night. Where are you? What are you working on? And I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Talking to me like,
yeah.
Where you at, boy?
Yeah, where you like you work for them?
Yes. Man, I'm not lying. I was trying to sleep. I was man, they had me hotter than fish grease.
Yeah.
You sending me emails and talk. So I after I calmed down.
That's what you got to do first. You got to do first.
I smoked me a little bit, and then I went back to there and I replied to them, and I put all the powers to be. I said, as I stated, I have other clients because I work for myself, which I was willing to share some of my clients with you. I said it like that. I was willing to share some of my clients with you. ... I let you fill in the rest.
Yeah.
Because, and I want people to understand, it can hit me.
Howdy, my beautiful girlfriend and fellas. Hey, my baby. What's up, Deborah?
What's up, Deborah? What's up, Deborah?
These are all my babies. Yes.
I see. So I want people to understand you're not alone when you go through something and the timing is off. You ever went to the store to buy something and they talking about your cards decline? You're like, what you mean decline? It's my main debit card. I went through that one time at 7-Eleven. Like, man, something else that came out. And I'm going to tell everybody, please listen to this. Do not use overdraft protection. I heard from an accountant yesterday that overdraft protection is a scheme. The banks made over $1 billion with overdraft protection because it does not help you with overdraft protection.
If you got to pay it back, it ain't really a help.
You're going to pay it back anyway. You pay an overdraft protection.
So get your young credit card, do what you got to do, and pay them back.
Give me my $5 a month back for that overdraft protection, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Give me that back.
Stop, y'all sexy peeps. All right now.
Deborah, man.
This don't make it. If you black, white, Latino, you don't need to pay. I probably end up getting 2 dots on my chest and 1 on my forehead for telling y'all this. Overdraft protection is a scam. The banks have made $1 billion in 1 year, last year alone, on overdraft protection. Because like you just said, Cynthia, you're going to have to pay it back anyway. Only thing it allows you to do is they submit the check back to your institution if it's sent back.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Cynthia, I like them braids, man. Who did your braids, man? I like that.
My sister Jay Welch did my braids after I got twisted up. I was like, throw them joints in the mama braids, because when I go up in this hospital, they can't make me not look fly.
All right, man. You looking good. Looking good over there.
My mother used to be when I was a kid. She used to say, make sure you have on clean underwear, because in case you get hit by a car, they don't need to see that your butt was filthy.
That's right. That's right, Mama, I'm dead, Mama, but my drawers is clean. I'm dead, though. My drawers
made me feel like I can't get to heaven with some dirty drawers.
Yeah. They cut both my legs off, Mama, but my drawers was pure white. They was pure white, but they cut both my legs off.
Let no Footy McNasty in here with his drawers like that. Put your money and go to the store and stuff and in the mattress. I know a lot of people who say that, though. Don't even put your money in the bank, period. Just put your money under the mattress. Don't even need to know what you got.
Well, you skipped the gold and silver.
I ain't skipped that part. I read that first.
Yeah, I'm talking about, I'm gonna put my money in some gold. I'm tired of these bank institutions.
I got mine in both places. I got a little bit in the bank and a little bit under the mattress.
That part right there.
That's right.
That's
right.
That's how you do that. I didn't be able to take. I thought I was gonna be able to do that, but they gonna hold my check. Made me mad above. I told the lady, you see my account? Got $1 in there. It was a shame.
That is embarrassing.
And $1 my savings.
That is embarrassing.
Zero money in my business account because I just started yesterday. But you put a hold on my stuff. But you know what?
You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere, Roy.
Somewhere. What you said,
I'm not gonna go into the bank and start shooting it up because I didn't get what I needed.
Right.
I got credit cards, so I'm not gonna let. Now I'm sharing this with people. I wasn't gonna let that disappointment make me go out there and be irrational to the people. You know.
Heck yeah! Don't have all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, well, they don't. They sent that one check one way. That's and I'm gonna tell you though, and I'm gonna tell like my man Carl Loomis. I know Carl showed me love and stuff. Everybody don't like Carl Lewis. I tell people, okay, former President Donald Trump, we seen him coming. It's not him that we be concerned with. It's the ones who live behind those masks.
Right. Yeah, because he put his ignorance right there. He don't have what.
Yeah. Since you broke up for a second, you had stopped.
No, I'm saying I'm with you because he don't have what he feel. He put it out there.
Yeah.
The ones that's the ones he's worried about because Donald let you know how he feel.
And he's never been the route where it's just black. I ain't never seen him exonerated. I looked it up. I told everybody, look it up. Not saying nobody's bad. Everybody got their pros and their cons. You can please some of the people some of the times. You can't please all the people all the time. This population is made up of 70% of whites. Blacks make up 13.5%. And it seems like sometimes we got the most magnifying glass upon us. But I think about that rapper Future said, mask off. Mask off. The ones who smiling in our face, it's the ones that wears those masks. They come in our face and smile. Look here. There's been a war right now with Governor Newsom of California and Governor DeSantis down in Florida. Now, Governor Newsom seemed to be more about humanity. It seems that to me, Ron DeSantis tries to do more to, like he's trying to sound like a politically correct former President Donald Trump. Some place he's saying is,
what's up, Jerry?
What's up, Jerry?
Bro.
Too many are wearing masks these days. Joy know how I feel about Trump. Facts.
See, look, I started looking into stuff, and I just had to call whether some black folks like me or not. I didn't vote for Trump. When I first voted for Barack Obama, the first 4 years I voted because he was black. The second time I voted because I had to make sure his views didn't work out for me. It was like this guy in Michigan said. He said when President Barack Obama got elected, it was like going to the beach. And next thing you know, it was 8 years. Okay. Out of 8 years and former President Donald Trump's 4 years, former President Donald Trump exonerated more blacks out of prison than the whole 8 years that former President Barack Obama did. And I told people, look it up.
Because he did one more than Obama did?
No, I didn't even see how many.
See, you got to do both sides.
Because it wasn't a lot of people that Trump got out. It wasn't a lot of blacks that Trump got out. He didn't get no whole lot.
You got to look at both sides, though. Sometimes it feel like you be saying Trump did more than Obama did. So I need you to make sure they both are not on the same plateau while you giving Trump. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure, boo. Trump truly cares about this country. He loves us.
These are our political stuff, because I'm gonna tell you something. We seem to not like former President Donald Trump from that national debate, and I think that was a setup when he said, "Proud guys, Proud Boys stand by, stand whatever." Right?
That don't have nothing to do with why I don't like Donald Trump. Don't have nothing to do with why I don't like Donald Trump.
Well, I'm just saying this.
Just letting you know that I don't got nothing to do with why I don't like.
I like Donald Trump when
I know you do. We 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 already know you do though. We know that.
But we know how you feel, Roy. But I want to know why Big Hank don't really care for Trump.
Because I don't.
Know how you feel, Roy.
Because I don't. I don't gotta like people that y'all like. That's all it is. I don't like Trump.
Don't say y'all. Don't say y'all.
All right.
Well, it's not a conversation.
No, it's not a conversation. I just don't like Donald Trump, man. I don't like Donald Trump.
So ain't no real. You don't have like a reason. It wasn't nothing that stood out to you.
All of them. Everything that he stands for, I don't like. All right.
Well, the political part, I like Donald Trump when he was on the fences and before that, when he tried to do the USFL. politics can make someone relationships strain on how you like them. Right now, our president President Joe Biden. Well, why so many blacks are in prison is because of the crime bill that he helped architect for Ronald Reagan. Kamala Harris, who was more black men went to prison because of marijuana sales under her watch as Attorney General of California. See, my thing is, I felt that none of these people are my savior. None of them. It's politics.
Put these comments up.
It's politics.
It's politics. Hello, Hank. I'm with you.
Hank, I'm with
Thank you. Thank you.
What's up, John Boo? That's my sister.
John.
Now, I want everybody to understand that it's not that we hate anybody. We're just saying we have a choice.
We have all of them. You have your opinion. Everybody like what it is.
I was not going to vote for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for him the first time, and I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I wrote in Bernie Sanders, which I didn't understand why nobody didn't vote for Bernie Sanders. He was the one who came up with cannabis being legal. You get my vote every single time.
That's right. I like Bernie Sanders. I like Bernie Sanders too.
Okay, wait a minute. Do you think some people hate Trump, the person, more than the leader of the country? Just curious. That's a good question.
I don't hate Donald Trump. I don't hate him at all. I don't hate Donald Trump. I just don't like some of his moves and politic moves that he did. I didn't like it. So that's all. That's all.
Yeah. There's no real hate. You just dislike how he moved, basically.
Yeah. Now, I want everyone to understand, just because he said that he doesn't like, or I didn't vote for Donald Trump, but I voted. Big Hank, like former president.
I didn't vote for Donald Trump either.
But you voted, and please use your vote.
I voted, but I ain't vote for him.
I don't like to argue with someone who did not vote and try to get up here and tell me something.
That's right.
Somebody say, well, your vote don't count. Well, in your country.
And you're right. When you don't vote, your vote don't count. You're right.
I never liked Jersey I never liked Trump since I lived in New Jersey.
All right, Don.
Well, let me tell you. We, a little bit over this because this is interesting. Now, see, everybody, we can disagree.
Cool.
It's not.
That's the beauty of it.
Hank has his reason. He said all of them. Me, I feel like every president that been in there.
Yeah.
Because I thought that we was headed to the promised land when former President Barack Obama was in.
Sir. Everybody did.
I was like,
everybody thought we was going to get our bread. We thought we was going to get our bread, our reparations, all that.
I did not think that because I already knew the president ain't really the one who got the power. He just the one who take all the brunt of the work.
Well,
he
we
the one
learned
who
this
take
the
what we
hard way.
throw at him. But
we learned this the hard way after we went through the 8 years.
That's right. We found out. We found out that it wasn't going to happen. That's what we did do. Found out shit.
Because I'm just saying, it's the pride people got very, very strong and excited because he signed in that legal thing on it. But I do respect that. I do respect that he did. There's pros and cons. He did respect that the federal was trying to come into the states and shut down cannabis get downs.
He knocked down Hussein bin Laden too. He knocked bin Laden down.
Well, he hadn't did nothing to me, so I didn't know nothing about it.
You don't care about bin Laden? All right, okay.
And I see an interesting question.
They try to make me, it seems like they always trying to make me think about something else. And stuff. How in the world this man come over here and make some planes go down with screwdrivers to the pilot's neck? Man, okay.
Hey, I see an interesting question though. Well, I'll read that too, though. It say, love that we are all speaking peacefully and calmly. Doesn't happen often, unfortunately. I agree.
That's what this show is about. It's not a confrontation. It's a conversation, man. That's what we have on this show, man.
And see,
but go up one word because it's an interesting question, though. You cannot not ask the question.
What's that?
And the question is, who would you vote for if it comes to Biden or Trump?
Oh my goodness. Now you don't put me up now, and I can't be a hypocrite.
Right.
I did vote for Joe Biden in this past one because the write-ins, I don't know no Frank Villa. And all the write-ins on this one was messed up. Now, if
he was the safest bet. He was the safest bet. He was the safest bet, man.
If Bernie Sanders would have been on, look.
Now that you know what you know, who you want? You want Trump or you want Biden?
Richie King is running for presidency.
I said, Biden or Trump. Richie ain't got nothing to do with it.
I'm just letting you know that he's running for presidency. If he makes it on that docket, there ain't no doubt.
Hey, I'm gonna be sick on that day. I'm just saying I'm gonna be sick. I'm taking me a day off that day. I'm taking a day off.
Hey,
I ain't gonna vote, man. Shit. If that's the only two I got, I ain't, man. You know what? Let me check the empty box. Who else after that? Give me them. Give me him. After that,
I think I'm gonna have to have a mail-in ballot if I had to do that too, because I'm gonna have to sit on the toilet and think.
Give me the blank box. I take what's behind. I take what's behind door number 3. Shit, fuck that. What's behind door number 3?
So I guess you ain't
because I want the right end to be honest.
Let's see it.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
This is a good one.
I probably would have went with Biden. I probably would have had Pence as the vice president.
If I only had those two choices, I'd take the old man, the safe old man. He about 84 years old. He gonna fall down every time he come up and try to talk. But at least I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him.
That's the one worth voting for.
Man, let me tell you something. Now, when you vote for the presidency, you vote. They give you the main Democrat and Republican, but you got 5 others that you can write in. That you can't just write somebody's name and you're gonna go to jail because you make it playful with something. This government document. Now, when Trump was versing against Hillary Clinton, I didn't like neither one of them two. I wrote in Bernie Sanders. Bernie didn't win it. Everybody wanted to know why they can't legalize weed, because you voted for the wrong people. Okay,
that's the only reason you want Bernie by your side.
Yes, because he had a plan.
Because he had a plan. I can get high.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about some stuff. we had Senator Johnson on here. Am I correct? We had Senator Johnson from Oklahoma. She was the godmother who wrote up the legislation for cannabis to be legal in Oklahoma. We had all the thing.
Yeah, I remember her sister.
Yes. Now,
this hurts my heart, but I totally respect your honesty.
See, we
people, look what man said. Now that's me.
Man, kick it in. Where is that? Give it here, Don. Where's that? Let me get that. Let me get that.
Then let's talk about politics, because guess what? Some of them senator people, instead of 2 men up there arguing about abortion, that you don't have no fallopian tubes or no type of uterus or nothing like that, and be like, what's next on the agenda? Well, we definitely ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
That's true. That's what it would have been like. Real talk.
Hey, how y'all feel about giving money to Ukraine? Well, have we looked out for our own? Have we looked out for our own people?
You petty as hell. But I feel you.
I mean, for real. See, these are the things we scared to actually put out. Now, will any of these presidents help us? No. It's built around a system to keep on keeping down. You feel me?
Keep that 1% that's up there that got all of it.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's all about them to keep.
I heard one of them grand people who give the most money and stuff. Even the news, like I think somebody, Mike something Murdoch or something like that, who's a grand contributor to the Republican Party, right? So everybody's like, what does he like? And this is one guy, he made like, I don't like that about homosexuality. Next thing you know, the politician was getting endorsement from him saying, yes, this and that. You know what I'm saying? The thing is,
what?
If we got to go to the grand superior individual who is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth, and that's the spiritual foundation. See,
they feed her at the thing.
blaspheming like Paula White walked into the White House when President Donald Trump got elected and kept saying, "Oh, he's the second coming." That's blasphemy. People like her made his presidency look bad. Hey,
she said, "Hey, baby."
Hey.
She said, "Hi, y'all."
Yeah. And we got to go too. She said, "Great show." Great show,
y'all. I gotta run. Catch you next time. Thanks for coming.
All right, Deborah.
All everybody who's watching the show, we always put the recordings on Facebook, and you can always come back to YouTube and see the recording. If you have comments, you can leave them on the Roy Anthony our show, which will come under the platform of the WO Entertainment, which was created by Richard King, who's running for presidency of the United States. Before I go, I want to bring up, if I think you seen it the other day, Cynthia, the little thing you can scan with your phone camera. So anybody who wants to see something different than the regular presidencies, this is something that let me bring this up. I guess if you click on this thing right here,
the QR code, guys, the QR code in the corner, you click on it.
Yeah, take a picture of that. It'll take you to Richard King, who is running for presidency. And yes, he's going to get my vote. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. I am going to use my vote.
Tell him a little bit about Richie real quick before you leave. Since we're talking about his presidency, go ahead and tell him about Richie a little bit.
I'm going to tell you, Richie, I got to know Richie as a stand-up comedian. I met him because I happened to be in Kansas City, and Tafu asked me to fill in for him because he had booked himself twice. And the people didn't want nobody whack. And I came there with the whole family and stuff, and they accepted us with open arms. And so me and Richie got to knowing each other, as far as like his constituents would question some of the things I said, which, on a show. They fell in love with Big Hank. They see that we have our own way of speech and talk, but we have a way of, like y'all see, we know how to communicate.
Yes, sir.
Deborah said, God bless us all.
United States.
And we push for that.
I like Deborah, man. I like Deborah. Yeah.
That's my little boo, my little country boo.
All right, Deborah.
And so we're gonna get more into this. And there was some great topics in there. Anybody who sees us, you can reach out. This is Big Hank Norman.
Yes, sir.
You got Cynthia Joy.
Yes, sir.
Roy Anthony. I thought I was going to have the flyer today, but there's a couple of little items on it. I just want everybody to know that you're going to be able to go onto the website on the Roy Anthony Live and register. If you want to perform in Hollywood, we have a weekly comedy show starting July the 6th, that if you're a comedian, whether you've proven yourself or not, you can register and you fly yourself. We're going to give you a date. So don't come out to California. There's enough problems with homelessness now. We're going to give you a date. You come out, no matter who you are, black, white, Latino, Asian, age straight, it doesn't make a difference. We're going to give you a spot, and we pay you. Features 15 to 20 minutes. You get $75. Headliners get $200, but we're going to be showing it around the world. Those can get YouTube. Okay. Got any last words to say, Miss Cynthia Joy?
As always, stay up, be blessed, never give in to giving up on yourself, and keep that strength in you to push through whatever life throws at you, honey. Oh, and don't forget to keep your crown on sugar and wear pride. Turn that light up. Let that light radiate over your body. You bouncing back anything that's negative. You ain't accepting that.
What about you, Big Hank?
Well, you know how I do it, man. I live my life like God is watching. And that's what you need to do. Live your life like God is watching, because He is.
Man, that's some real spit. Don said y'all.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey. You read it.
Oh, go ahead. You want to do it?
Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Time for me to bounce. Got dogs to walk. Love you. Joy, peace.
And Heather said,
we rock.
Thank you, Heather.
Right.
Thank you, Heather.
That's my
appreciate you, Heather.
Everybody. Baby.
Damn, all your people, that's all your people, Joy?
Them all my people, baby.
Yeah.
Support. That's called support. Now,
get some more people on here.
Y'all.
I'm like Hank just said, try to live your life as there is God is real, and there is an afterlife.
Yes, sir. And he's watching everything you do.
Everything we do.
Yes, sir.
And I'm out of here. Big
Peace.
Hank, Cynthia. God bless everyone who's been on the show. We out.
Right.
Welcome to the Roy Anthony every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in. Is this thing on? Can you hear me? Roy Is anybody out there? Is the spot to be, baby. Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie.